So, so her final segment is now where we transition more into what first drew me to her is just her musicality and her lyricism and the way that the Lord uses her art of music. So now she's going to share with us a bit of that journey and some of the stuff that I think I've loved with her music. So let's go ahead and take a listen to that final segment here. I love being able to try and let people in on, I think, one of the best secrets in music, which is AI, the Anomaly. And so like I remember so you dropped that project Souls Acrylic. So when you dropped Souls Acrylic, so that was like the first project that you dropped while I was like all in, for the music that you were doing. And I was like, okay. So I was vibing with the whole experience. And that the track that got me, that I was like, dang. And there were so many of them. But like when you did Grown Woman, like I was just like, there were so many things about it that I loved. I loved the music video and how you incorporated, the grown women in your, community, and that are out there, actually representing what true womanhood is. And that's what I loved about you. Is that B. Angelique on this track with you?
Yep.
Or is that
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So I was just like, oh, this I have played that song so many times. Like Spotify put that in my I don't know, how they do that thing at the end of the year of like your favorite songs. Like that's definitely up there. So I love that. But then, you just dropped a verse with Lecrae's. I mean, it's not even a long verse, but like on Church Clothes 4, or was that 4? Was that?
Yep.
That verse. 4. Like, look, I don't pretend to be able to rap like you, but like I wrote down these lyrics and I was like, y'all gotta hear this. And so we talk about AI as a storyteller.
Excuse me.
She said, like you, I was on the east side too. So you got to understand the audience of this is there. It's an outreach track. Like it's trying to communicate to those who are asking these questions. So he's having this conversation, and I love how I'm like telling you about it, but like I'm listening.
No, it's cool. It's cool though. I like hearing what people get out of the lyrics. Like,
man, I was loving it. So you're talking as a woman of God, and I love in the video like you're dressed, kind of in a cleaned up fashion, and like I'm more put together now. But then you're letting them know where you came from. Like I was on the east side too, and then the other version, he's like, what? Knew a couple of shooters, hands high with the Ruger. Get foolish, never know what a fool might do. So it's like, I've been there. I was out there on the street, acting crazy. And then like I love the angry version. It's like, is she done? Yeah, exactly. You done yet? Like, come on. Like I'm waiting to talk. And you're like, no, I was in the dark. No, truth. Gripping for a limit, but I hang by the noose. Man. And then the response, I was like, man, this just demonstrated such a tapped in to the heart of those that are far from God or questioning God. It's like, look at me. I don't look nothing at all
like you. Right.
Church full of hypocrites. They all like you. And I was like, man, and then you started getting in on love. It's like, well, love what I found when I found that truth. Love gave it all, so it's all I do. And you're like this because that's what we're leading. Like it's all about the love, and that's what you said that you so desperately needed at your point in your journey. But then the other version is like, well, yeah. Who are you telling me? What's love gonna do? Love ain't never make my daddy come through. I was like, oh dang, like love ain't never have my mama get a roof over our heads. So tell me what a God gonna do. It's like, dang. But like that's the real pain. Yeah. And then I love how you close it up and you're like, listen, block or the church, pick a temple to run to. And I was like, what? Because like we're made to worship, right? And it's like, where are you going? Where's your community? Where's
everybody
your
everybody
people?
got a faith. Everybody got a faith. Everybody got something that they, they're gravitating towards. So block of the church, pick one.
Yeah. Each side looking for the Rock of Gibraltar, standing up the cliff, either fly or you falter. Ah! I choose life in the palm of Jehovah. Like, I don't know. I was just like in the short little.
Oh, it's a difficult one. Yeah.
yeah. You went in though. You went in.
You craft this. It was It took a lot of crafting and molding to it. People, I should probably do a video and talk about that process.
Yeah.
Because you know what you want to say. Like I know what I want to say. And sometimes what I do is I'll just say the thing. I'll just say it what I wanted to say. And then from there, you have to break that thing down. There's multiple ways to say one thing, and trying to fit trying to fit a conversation in 16 bars can be difficult, right? So I couldn't be extra lyrical. I had to release myself from feeling that way. I'm like, dang, no big deal. John Keith, they gonna get so lyrical. And obviously Lecrae, but I was like, man, but my heart wants to say this. This is what I want to say. This is the misconception that I want to talk about. And so I had to take on what that called for, and it didn't call for being extra lyrical for me. And I wanted to stay true to what I wanted to say from my heart. And so I wanted to have that conversation between the new me and the old me. Like, what would have, where would I have been if I didn't make the choice? What are some things that I would have said, or whatever the case is, to someone like me now? Like, I don't look nothing like you. Like, what you talking about, man? Church full of hypocrites. They all like you,
But like that whole conversation, I love that you went that route as opposed to just dropping some really like dope lyrical bars. Like, because the truth is those tracks from my opinion, this is my opinion. I'm gonna stamp that with my opinion. The tracks with the dope lyrical bars, like, that's dope, and I think you get mad respect from people that just love hip hop. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know to what level that there's actual like super spiritual impact. I feel like this conversation here, that like people can quickly hear themselves in that the old you side of that. And like, I'm rocking with that. And like, there's a way that both sides of these conversations are drawing people in that makes it really, really impactful, that you don't just walk away with a bar that you remember that you thought was dope, but you're like, man, like the love of God and the impact and the choice that I have between, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
The fact that you have a choice. I think for me, the biggest thing in the decision that I made was that I followed my heart.
Yeah. You guys, you could tell from that interview, I am a massive fan of AI and her lyricism and the way that God uses her. And actually, if you listen to the full version of the interview, you'll hear shortly after that, she checks me on the way that I engaged with, how like dope lyricism versus storytelling in the songs. And I say that meaning like she recognizes that there's not a specific formula that Christian hip hop has to live out in order to be fulfilling God's call in that moment. And she brings it all back to following what the Lord put in her heart for whatever piece of art that she's getting ready to engage with. But yeah, there's a lot of dopeness in that section, that conversation. Was there anything that you specifically really appreciated there, Jariel?
I just think overall, I think you guys touched on it in the full interview, so people kind of have to listen to the whole thing. But just how like I would never think I would listen to Christian hip hop because I would just be like, oh, what? No, you can't do that. But just like seeing her testimony, just hearing her lyrics, even just there is a group of people that only she will be able to reach. Like God has given us all a story and a way to tell it. And I couldn't tell it like she does, and I couldn't reach the people that she'll reach. But I just think like that's just a lesson for us all. Like we've all got a way of, telling our story, and no way is better than the other.
Amen. And so it's so key, and she nailed it, to really just engage with God about it, and like what he's put on your heart, what he's pouring in through his spirit, and then just be obedient to that. And that is, I think that's because she does that is the reason why like I connect with her stuff so much, versus that she follows some sort of like Christian-y formula. Because like but we too often discount the impact of our obedience to God, and like we too easily get real focused on what makes sense to us, and like the thing that this logically should be the next step, so this is what I'm gonna do, and like there's wisdom, but like there's obedience, and like there's too often a thing where we will put wisdom above obedience to God. We're just like, these are just the smart things to do, versus like, but God said this. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess I'm gonna march around this, territory a bunch of times, and wow, I don't know why I'm just blowing this horn. But like, are you being? I guess we building a boat where there's no water and it ain't rained ever. So that I think that's an important thing, and that it's so easy, especially when we've got access to so much information. It's so easy for us to fall into the trap of like, I'll just listen to all these podcasts and do what they say, or I'll just read all these books and do what that says, and I put together this brilliant plan, and if I follow it to a T, success. But it's like the Spirit of God, what does he say? Do that. Well, you guys, if y'all haven't already gone down the rabbit trail, because I dropped some links in the description or in the comments as we were talking, go check out AI's music. You will not be disappointed. Her most recent project is called Sibling Rivalry with another artist, Selah the Corner. That dude drops crazy bars, and he's got like a real gutter sound to him. Like if you like that street sound in hip hop, like he's your guy. And I really love the project. It's a short project, but you can check that out. If you go to goaimusic.com, I think we have the link somewhere. If you can throw that up, Jario. Goaimusic.com will get you to her website, and there you've got links to all of her social media, so you can check out her music. But for anybody that has listened this far to the end of this, you have an opportunity to win something. Talk about obeying the Spirit of God, right? I had not planned on doing this giveaway, but I want to bless somebody with some merch from AI. She has like some quality stuff. Pray, push, persevere. We've been in this conversation on perseverance. One of the things that she says as a tagline in like a lot of the live streams and stuff that she does, she says, pray, push, persevere, and in everything that you do, go all in. And which is dope, because the all in, that AI, right? But her actual AI comes from her name, which is like Itina, I think it is. But anyways, here's what you're gonna do. I want you guys to shoot me an email. Yeah, I'm gonna make you do a little bit of work. Shoot me an email at armand@unshacklednetwork.org. Oh, I think we both were hitting it at the same time. Shoot me an email at armand@unshacklednetwork.org. And I want you to tell me what you really loved about the AI, the Anomaly interview. and I will pick. Jariel and I will make a joint decision on our favorite submission. And also in that email, I want you to. Well, you know what? No, I'll reply, and then we'll get more information if needed. So just shoot that email to us, armand@unshacklednetwork.org, and let us know what you loved most about the interview with AI the Anomaly, and then we'll get your information to send you a t-shirt from AI. Trust me, if you guys go check out more of her stuff, if you're into hip-hop at all, you will not be disappointed. We both did it again, huh?
Yes.
We're in sync though, and the problem is, Jariel, I should just let you do what I've asked you to do and not try to do it. There's a whole nother sermon in there waiting to be preached, y'all.